Hello YouTube, this is DarkOn633, and today I'm bringing a review of the Kamen Rider Drive Deluxe Mach Driver Honoh, which for some reason they decided to call it the Mach Driver Honoh. I guess they wanted to add the flame at the end, which is, I don't know, it's just kind of weird that they decided to add that. I just refer to it as the Mach Driver. So anyways, we have a pretty cool picture of Mach on the side here. Profile of the belt, and the fact that it comes with one single bike, which is none other than his main henshin single bike. Now we just look on the side, it shows the picture of Kamen Rider Mach and the Zenrin shooter. This other side, it just shows him as well there, with more of the belt. And on the back it just shows the usual stuff that the toy can do and so on, and promoting the other single bikes that he uses. And I think the box is pretty cool, and it's pretty standard actually for Kamen Rider belts. I'll be back to show you the belts and its function. Anyways, we're back. Obviously the contents of the box is obviously the main belt, which has a really nice design. I really like the overall aspect of the belt. I mean, it's a lot less simple compared to the Drive Driver, but that's where I think it does pretty good in the overall sense of design. This piece is made of a softer rubbery plastic in order to for safety precautions, so it's understandable why it's like that, and I think it's okay since I think over time this would snap because of how many times you need to open and close this lever piece here anyway. On the back, it obviously shows the strap, which is just the standard silver strap, but it's got the tire design throughout all the way around. On the back, it also has the drive symbol, so that's pretty cool. But anyways, we got the single bike here, which is made of this pearly white color design. Has the symbol there. And on the back, obviously, it's just got the reader on the back. So it can roll pretty well, and I like the fact that it doesn't need a kickstand in order to keep it in place. So that's pretty cool. And yeah, going into the belt itself, we're going to turn on using the on and off switches, which is located in the back here. It takes 3 AAA batteries, which is kind of odd since a lot of the belts, except for the Wizard belts and so on, usually only take 2 AAA. So anyways, we're going to turn it on. And then right here, it's going to show a bunch of LEDs. And also screens out the name of the belt. If you just press the button without anything in it, it's just going to make some extra sounds. So, and then you just repeat it, and then that's all it does on its own. But first, let's now activate it. So we open up this lever piece here. We're going to take the single bike and slide it in. Then close it. So yeah, I really like the how the belt's overall design is. I like the window design here, with shows the symbols that depending on what single bike obviously you put in there, and it just shows you through this little window design. So it gives you an indication of what is in there besides obviously looking at the single bike itself, and I think that looks really nice. To activate the Hitatsu or the finisher, we're going to open it up again. Press the button. Then close it again. So yeah, that's pretty cool. It has one more sound actually when you open it and then just slide it out. And then close it. So yeah, it's pretty cool that it's got the whole sequence of when you actually take out the single bike, and pretty much gives you an indication that, yeah, he's unhinged completely. So that's actually pretty cool that the belt toy can actually do that. Now, what you can do if you wish, since I actually do have the 3 file cores here, so I'm just going to quickly bring them over here and show you what it says in the driver. Now, what's actually really interesting about this belt, compared to the Drive Driver, from the videos and the details that I've seen, this belt actually reads these as their specific type of viral core. So first of all, it's going to read it as a viral core, then it's going to state what type of viral core it is. Now it's going to say it in Japanese rather than the usual, just like the English that they usually use, or just full in English sometimes for, they say for the different type of forms. But anyways, let's start up with this. Then we're going to go into the finisher. The henshin first. So yeah, it's pretty cool that it does have the different type of sounds built in with other viral cores. I actually forgot to mention this, which I'll quickly show in a minute with the signal bike here. But first, apparently it has another function as well when you press the button. So obviously when you press it once here, it's just going to repeat. However, if you press it multiple times, it's going to go to a higher pitch and then a different sound. So here we go. So it just adds a little bit more sound to the overall toy. And if I remember correctly, if you press this even more, it repeats. Okay, so it doesn't do it with the viral cores, but it actually does do it with the other signal bikes. But anyways, we're going to go into the finisher now. Okay, so that's pretty cool. Let's take the fat viral core out. And then, let's try putting in Spider next. So here we go. Then, obviously we could just do the sounds again. Finisher time. Now we're going to go to the Cobra viral core. Finish it off. Then and then obviously to finish up, we're going to go to the finisher one last time. So yeah, that is pretty awesome. And since, as I mentioned a few minutes ago, I'm actually going to go ahead and put this back in and activate the other sounds that I forgot to mention. Here we go. And then for the multiple sounds, here we go. So, that's pretty great, actually. It's actually got a little bit more features, which I actually totally forgot about until now, just to go over them. It's actually pretty cool. Obviously, that most likely isn't obviously in the show, but at least it's cool that it gives the toy a little bit more value. I'll be back to show you the functions in the brake gunner. Anyways, we're here with the brake gunner. Unlike the shift cars, which activate, some of them, or at least most of them, activate different sounds in the brake gunner as well. Unfortunately, no matter what single bike, at least the ones released thus far, you put in, it's just going to say a very generic sound. So here we go. Slide it in. And for some reason, it's refusing to slide in. There. Now it's going to say next system. Now the main problem with this is that no matter what, even if you press the button or press this, it's just going to make the generic kind of revving up kind of sound or something. I'm not quite sure exactly what that is. But even when you hold it down as well, that's all it does. So unfortunately, the single bikes do not have many functions in the brake gunner, even though it technically does read it. It just doesn't do anything besides that. Now, the Mach Driver is a pretty nice addition to the Kamen Rider Deluxe roleplay toys, and I really enjoy the design of the belt itself. The chrome looks really nice over the belt design itself, even if it's not a metal design, even though it kind of looked like a metal piece. It's actually not. It's just chrome plastic. I still think Bandai Japan did a nice job supporting the secondary rider a lot more this time around. Just to get it for the Mach single bike alone, and also since this belt's actually used by multiple riders, which will be shown in actually the upcoming episode next week, I think it is a pretty cool. Actually thinking about it, this actually might go up sometime after that episode played. So for those who caught up with the show so far, pretty much Kamen Rider Chaser is going to be using this belt to transform there. So that's pretty cool. And I think that, yeah, I'm actually looking forward to some of the other functions that this driver can do maybe in the future. Anyways, please comment and subscribe. Check out Hero Talk and the associated podcast on Rajio, WRW, Hero Talk, and Hero News. And also, check down the channels down below, and don't forget to comment, rate, subscribe. And also, check me out on Twitter under DarkOn633, and I'll see you on YouTube. Bye.